Hi everyone, welcome back to Hope and Coffee. I'm Hope, and with me is Coffee, and I am loving it. It is not as hot today as it has been. I mean, it's still hot, but this weekend was pretty intense. So when I walked outside after I got off work and walked Argos, it really was not as bad as I expected. So pretty excited there, and I was able to go ahead and have just a little bit more of my hot coffee because I love having conversations over a hot cup of coffee. But today, I wanted to talk a little bit about the things I'm excited for as we roll into August and as we roll into what I start to think of as the downslide into the fall, like late summer, fall, and ultimately like the second half of the year. So we've just left July. We are now getting into August. We are in month 8 of the year. So we are certainly in, I guess, the back half of the year. And fall is one of my favorite seasons. Halloween is coming up soon. Dragon Con in Atlanta is coming up at the end of this month, beginning of September. So I'm super looking forward to that. And even though I will have just been in Atlanta the weekend before that for a work trip, I will definitely be going back, just almost turn around to go back for Dragon Con because I went last year. And I want to say that was my very first Dragon Con, and I told myself I was not going to miss it this year. Have not fully decided if I'm going to go for 2 days or if I'm just going to do one, but last year I just did for 1 day, and I wanted to do 2 days this year. So, still kind of on the fence about it. Still kind of debating on still kind of debating on that sort of thing. There are a couple authors that I know for sure. I am hopeful to maybe get some books signed by, one of them being Jim Butcher, who is a writer that I really enjoy. I was hopeful that Brandon Sanderson would be there, but it doesn't look like he's there. And then there's a couple others as well, so I've kind of got to start making a list of people that I'm hopeful to see and then kind of find out either if they're going to have booths or if there's some sort of panels or things like that that they might be on. But that's one of the things I'm really looking forward to for August. I'm also, so I'm rolling into my second set of 30 days of my reboot. So we are starting the next round of 30 days. And so we got that first 30 days out of the way. I'm feeling pretty good. I did an episode already about that. And so that one should have it should have already been released by the time this one's going to come out. So hopefully you will have seen how those things are going. But this is, we're keeping that journey going. We are trying to keep that positive attitude. We are trying to ensure we are tracking our mental health. We are ensure that we are tracking our physical needs, our nutritional needs, our wellness, our well-being. Self-care is so very important. So please make sure you are out there taking care of yourself, that you are addressing those needs that you have for yourself. Because I am doing my very best to ensure that I am my priority right now. My puppy is my priority. I am my priority. And so I am addressing the things that I need to take care of. And one of the things that I feel like I needed to take care of was some forgiveness. And that was something over this past weekend that really was something that was kind of sitting with me. So I don't know if that's something that may be important to you, but about 2 weeks ago, I think I had informed you all, or maybe a week ago. I don't know how long ago, episode-wise, this is kind of going to be dropping, but if I don't know in what order you're also watching these videos as well, but in my timeline of life, a couple weeks ago, I had a relationship break that ended poorly, and I kind of went through a tough time, and I kind of blamed myself a little bit just simply due to a couple of the way I perceive relationships sometimes. However, of course, sitting with myself, having some therapy sessions, and then, of course, knowing that it's not me, I was able to come to a realization and able to extend some forgiveness, not only for myself, because I was able to forgive myself for even thinking it might be my fault, but for that person, for knowing that they're also going through some stuff and maybe didn't handle things the right way. And so I was able to do that as well. Because I don't think they're a terrible person. At no point in knowing them had they been a terrible person at any other point. So I don't think it was in their nature, and I don't think the incident was meant to be vindictive or mean. I think they went through something really hard and didn't know how to handle it. So again, I was able to kind of just across the board be like, you know what, we all go through hard things that we don't know how to handle, and I am able to both forgive that person and forgive myself for any sort of judgment calls that I might have made. So I feel good about that. And I'm not saying I'm better than that person. I'm not saying that in any capacity. But the thing is the way that it made me feel, I forgive them because even though I didn't feel great in that moment, I also am able to say, you know what, I don't believe they meant to do that. And they even reached out actually again this weekend. So it was kind of the point where I was also reaching the same conclusion. Like I had made the decision, but then they reached out afterward to apologize. So there again, I think my own karma was also kind of telling me that everything was going to be okay. So I just wanted to kind of let you know that everything feels really good right now. But not only that, things are in a really good place right now. This 90-day reboot has really given me a really great perspective. So I think August is going to be a very good month of continued growth. I've got a couple other things that I'm looking forward to. One of my first work trips as being part of this new team that I've been with since April. So I'm really excited to be a part of that. That's going to be a pretty fun experience to be a little more integrated with that team. I'm also looking forward to a concert in early September. And I'm going to also do another video of some books that I'm really excited to be reading for this month. So I've got a lot of books on deck. I think I've got about 5 or 6 that are due for this month of August, but I'm pretty excited about quite a few of them, so we shall see how those go. But I am going to do a separate episode to talk about the books. And I will see you all on the next page. I hope you have a fantastic August as we roll into what is hopefully a fantastic fall season. So, have a great one.